So the OJ nickname, I'll try and long story short, the last gym I was just at, Driven Gym in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Um, One of my best friends, Natalie, for some weird reason, people thought she's gay, but I'm not. They thought we were together. So we kind of started to make a joke. And then the one time we were sparring, I gave her a black eye, and she's like, way to beat your wife, OJ. And ever since then, it just stuck. So everyone just kind of started calling me OJ. And I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, I like to put my hands on women. I like to fight. So yeah, unfortunately, so I'm doing all my medicals. Everything's going fine. And then for New Jersey, you have to get a brain scan. Well, they found something in the brain scan. So then we had to do further testing before my fight. And we found out that a cyst is on my pituitary gland, but it actually was bleeding into the gland. So, because of that, they were scared that if I was to get hit to the head, I would internally bleed, which is very serious. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been dealing with right now. So that's actually the reason I came back to New Jersey, because I was told I needed to see a neurosurgeon. So I saw him. I have to see, I've seen an endocrinologist. I'm actually scheduled to get another MRI to see if it's still bleeding. Because if that's the case, surgery or, whatever they decide to do. So I'm kind of like, I'm still getting tests done. So I'm kind of like in this, waiting stage. Yeah, I was a wreck. Definitely had a meltdown. In my head, I begged the neuro I first saw in Florida. I was like, please just clear me for this fight. And I told her, I was like, I promise I'll get it looked at after. I was like, please, please, please. But, she wouldn't do it. And I understand why, this is my life, technically in her hands, and she didn't want to be responsible. But yeah, it you know what, in the beginning, it was rough. I freaking was really upset. But as time has gone on, I'm like, you know what, it's a blessing in disguise, because if I never got that scan, I would have never known. And God forbid something did seriously happen to me. So, and then now we have this whole pandemic and no one can fight. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say perfect timing, but it is what it is, Me personally, I'm kind of an idiot. I didn't care. Especially, in my head, I'm like, damn, I didn't get to fight. And I just wanted to spar as hard as possible because I was so angry. But my coaches, my head coach, King Mo, he was like, no, we can't have that. So my coaches in Florida, they were the ones that pulled me back from training. They let me do drills and stuff. But unfortunately, there's, I've had symptoms here and there where I just can't train. But yeah, so that's what kind of sucks, is I can't take any blows to the head or anything like that right now. But as long as they let me drill a little bit, but I can't go live. But yeah. So talking to doctors, they don't know the cause of the cyst. Like a cyst can just grow just because. But the bleeding, they said it is definitely due to trauma. And this last fight camp was tough. I put my heart and soul into that camp. And I definitely took some hard shots to the head, which could have definitely caused the bleeding, but we don't know for sure, unfortunately. There's like a whole abundance of symptoms from, I was getting like really serious migraines where, you just got to lay down in the dark. There's just no moving, getting sick, insomnia, not confusion, but lack of focus. And there's just a whole array. I could go on and on forever. But yeah, I was getting, unfortunately, because of the pituitary gland, they had said it enlarged due to the swelling and the bleeding. So because of that, I constantly get headaches and migraines all the time, and they're scared that I get hit or, something happens, it's game over possibly. So I think the most memorable one that gets brought up a lot is the time that I was going after a girl and someone got in my way and I headbutted them, and then it just started like a whole riot. So yeah. Well, she said a derogatory term, and there was drinking at the time. This is like years ago, and I just wasn't having it. So I was going after her, and they tried to stop me, and I'm the type, you can't hold me back. So I will go through a force field, and that's pretty much what I did. This one, that's my pit. She passed away a year and a half ago, so I had to do a little memorial for her. I'm a little corny. I do wear my heart on my sleeve, so I have a little anatomical heart. I have the angel of death on my back because I was in a bad car accident. I probably should have died, so I have that. Man, I think I was about like 21, 22. We crashed head on into a tree, and I woke up to the front end being on fire, and someone dragged me out. So yeah. So he moved to Florida, and he trains at American Top Team now. And so I actually stay at Coach Mo's house. And he, you know, he'd come over because Coach Mo and I, we do workouts outside, and he would invite other fighters. We'd all do workouts and stuff. And, you know, he started coming around, and we would just bullshit and talk, and it just kind of, you know, one thing led to the next. I was like, you're not too bad of a guy. So thus far, it's actually funny. When he came, he was in camp, and then I was in camp. But at the time, we, you know, we both had different training schedules and training partners. So we actually haven't trained together just yet. Like, we did a workout with Coach Mo before, but yeah, we actually don't really talk much at the gym. It's like, we're in here for business. This is our job. We got to train. And then, you know, we hang out outside of the gym. That's kind of how we are. Everyone can find me at, on Instagram. It's OJ_driver, DRIVER. I just want to thank, honestly, my friends and my family, my manager, American Top Team, everyone that's been in my life that is supporting me through what I'm going through right now. Unfortunately, there's certain people that think that I'm lying about my medical issue, which is fucking bullshit, but they're irrelevant, so it doesn't matter. But just to the people that truly know what's going on with me, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for continuing to care. And honestly, as soon as my health is back and I'm cleared, I'm the first one in that cage. So that's it.